y'all. We are officially on vacation. We are on vacation. We're starting out this leg in Myrtle Beach, and then we're going to Punta Cana. So yes, I am going on my first out of international trip, and I'm super excited about it. I am. I'm super excited. So I'm going with a group, my brother and his family, my mom, and my sister-in-law's mom and sister. We're all going, and my nephews are going, and so we're gonna have a good time. I'm excited. Again, I'm not. I think I've flown twice in my big life, and so this will be the third time, and I'm excited. I'm excited to do new things. So I'm going to take y'all with me, and we're going to see what we get into in these vacation streets. And you know what? I brought a ton of books. I said I wasn't going to bring books, I was just going to bring my Kindle. However, I packed one, two, three. I got three. Well, actually four. One that I'm currently reading, three that I brought with me, and my Kindle. I'll show you what I got, what I brought with me when probably when we get back. We're going to my nephew's graduation. He's graduating, and we're excited about that. He's a senior, so he's graduating today. That's special. My brother's last child is graduating, his baby boy, and that just looks just like him. My goodness. And but yeah, he's graduating, so excited about that and all the things that we're going through this weekend. So it's gonna be a fun time. I bring y'all with me. Um, what I'm currently reading is Carly Fortune's new book, Our Paradise Storm, I think it's called. I put it up here, but so far it's good. It's different than previous Carly books, but I'm here for it. I know she's gonna bring it. Right now, I haven't kikied yet. It's a little more serious than some of her other books are. Her other books always have like a serious tone, but yet it's you get some funny in it too. There's some kiki in there, but we'll see where she's going with it. I'm here for it. Let's see what else. I need to stop saying that I need to do. All right, let's go. We're going to graduation, and then we'll see what we're getting up to. Well, we're back from the graduation, and it was really nice. Hold on, let me get my mic together. Okay, so we are back from the graduation. It was really nice. It was a lot of kids in this high school senior class. It was a lot of them, but it was really good. We had my nephew graduated, his friends, so I was able to see that, and it was really good. I'm glad. It's my baby brother's last child to graduate, so yep, he's going to college and all the things. So I was very happy for him. Let's see what happened. Oh, so while we were at the graduation, I turned my audiobook on while we were waiting, and through all the little boring parts, I when they called my nephew's name, of course I stopped and clapped for him. But I'm listening to it's a book by Lucinda Berry called what is it called, y'all? Hold on. Okay, One of Our Own by Lucinda Berry. This is my first time. Is it Berry? Yeah, Lucinda Berry. So this is like my first time reading a Lucinda Berry book. I haven't read her books before, but I've heard good things, and so I saw it, and I in our book club. Hold on, let me switch arms. Okay, that was feeling uncomfortable. But in our in my book club, I asked for some audiobook recommendations, and they gave me one. I can't remember what it's called, but I couldn't find it. And the one that I did find, it was almost like $20, $29, something like that, as much as a hardcover book. And I'm like, I'm not doing that. So I went to, and it wasn't on Libby, so I couldn't get it for free. And so anyway, I went to Apple audiobooks and was able, they had audiobooks for $2.99. So I found this one and I was like, okay, I'm gonna do that. I have come to realize that for me, audiobooks are better when they're mystery or fantasy, preferably mystery. I think for me, like I listened to Yesteryear, but big portion of Yesteryear I listened to it, and I'm wondering if I would have felt different about it if I had actually read it physically. I don't know. So I don't know. Hey, ma'am. And so I'm just not sure if if I would have. And then there was another book that they said that the one this this story may save your life. They said that one was better on audio, but it was a good book. But I'm wondering if that kind of sways me a little bit because I don't know. But for me, audio mysteries, reading mystery books on audio is a I enjoy better. And I don't know if it's because it gives me like a podcast feel. And I kind of, I like, Dateline, 48 Hours, all that kind of stuff. So it might be that element of it. But I'm finding that I don't really care for romance on audio. I don't really care for that. Don't really care for it. I don't like that. For me, everybody loves it. My book girls, they will um, listen to an audiobook all the time and not like read a book, like audio read with your eyes. So anyway, so that is I'm listening to that, and that's what I was listening to at the graduation. I went on a whole tangent, y'all, and didn't even go back. Didn't even tell you about. That's what I was listening to at the graduation. So anyway, that book is a mystery book. It's Lucinda Berry, like I said, and it is about a lawyer who volunteers at a crisis center. And at that crisis center, she gets a call from a young girl saying that she was attacked at a party. She was drugged and attacked, and so it kind of goes through her trying to help this young girl, and but then she finds out something that it kind of hits home to her, and trying to figure out the truth of what happened. Right now, I like it. I think it's good. It's keeping me interested. I'm curious to see how she's gonna handle it because it does it's in her house. You know what I'm saying? It's right there. So how that's gonna come about, and is that too obvious of a thing too? So I don't know. So we're doing that, and then we are in Our Perfect Storm by Carly Fortune. I'm on page 90. I really would try to get to 100 pages. Actually, I really would like to get 50% in because we ain't doing nothing. We just hanging out. I do want to go to, I think I've said this before, Vera Bradley. I have bothered my brother again. He said he's going to take me tomorrow. But I do need to go to Target because, like, last night I was up and I didn't have a book light. Didn't have a book light, and I know Target has them because they have them over there in their book section. Hopefully they have it here. I need to look on the app. Anyway, and then when I didn't tell him why I needed to go, but when he find out why I need to go, he's gonna probably be irritated, but it's fine. Oh, so I need to go to Target and then I'm thinking I do have books. I don't know why I didn't pack my neck light. But I guess because I was thinking I was going to read on my Kindle, which I bought my Kindle because I'm going to read Ask for Andrea, but I'm going to read that on the plane. I think. or I might read it by the pool. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, but I need to be able to read, and my mama gonna want to turn the lights out, y'all. So, cause me and mama sharing a room. Anyway, all right. I think I've got an update, enough of an update for y'all. I think I told y'all what Carly Fortune is about. Did I tell y'all what this book is about? Okay, I'm gonna tell you after this bus goes by. I'm gonna tell you what it's about, and if I see when I'm editing that I've already told you, I'll just edit this part out. But this is Carly Fortune's new book, just released, and this is about Frankie and George. They are best friends, and it starts off at Frankie's wedding things, right? It's like a couple of days before her wedding, and they are at this kind of like a villa type thing, and everybody's there, her fiance, everything. They're all preparing for the wedding. Had a, you know how you do your dinner before the wedding type thing, and they had all this stuff planned for the wedding party, family, and all that. Well, the George is the best friend. George is a guy. Frankie is a girl. And they have been best friends since they were like 8 years old. And so he comes in, and then somewhere in there, when she goes to bed and wake up, the fiance says, "I can't do this." What? He's saying he can't do it. No explanation of why he can't do it. Just, "I can't do it," and he's gone. I, if you know, you know. Hold on, my hand will itch. And so it kind of goes from there, and she's, spiraling. George has to leave. He can't stay with her. And it's a whole lot of, and it kind of goes through. I'm at the part now where she went back home. And is that a spoiler? Okay, I'll mark that part out. So now I'm at the part where George is back, and he is trying to help her get over that situation. So that's where we are. I will say, to me, it's a little bit different from what Carly does. I did just kiki a little bit, but not much, and I haven't got a kiki yet. And now, you know what? Let me take that back. I may be confusing Carly with I am. Y'all, Carly don't have no kikis. Not really. Her books are pretty good. Her books are a little bit more serious tone. But yeah, you know who I'm thinking about? Megan Quinn. I mixed Carly up with Megan Quinn. I ought to be shaming myself because I was like, why I ain't kikiing? Yeah, you don't kiki much with Carly Fortune. So anyway, um, I'm glad I thought about that. Thank you, Holy Ghost. Anyway, I'm going to sit out here and read for a little bit. It's really nice. It's a breeze, and I'm just gonna sit here and read and listen to some lo-fi calming music, and that's gonna be it. All right, I'll check in with y'all later. Happy Friday, y'all. It's Friday. I'm chilling. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful morning. Um, Little breeze, and sitting out on the porch again. Got an update. I am about 38. I think when I checked, I was like 38% into Our Perfect Storm. And I've got some thoughts. My first thought is that Frankie is a tad bit immature. If I'm not mistaken, hold on. Okay. So they're in their 30s, or at least at 30. And she keeps wanting things to be the same as if when they were teenagers. And George has evolved, and I think that's the difference because George is his career is going good. He's financially sound. He has a condo, and basically, she was a chef, quit that job once because it was too hectic, and now she's actually working for her friend, who's a food influencer, and she finds herself back home after the whole fiance debacle. And so, but her longing is for her friendship with George to be back to where it was. And then, but you're 30. And I'm like, it's not going to be the same as it was when you were floating around at home, and or when they were living together as roommates. And so it's like, is that realistic? And I know this is a book, but is it realistic for her to keep saying it? And then she's always saying it. And then the other thing is like, okay, we get it, George, right? It was, George does this. I know George. I know him. I'm the only one that knows him. George likes it this way. George like that. I'm like, good Lord, we get it. You know him. Y'all close. I mean, good Lord. That's what I was thinking last night. I was like, if she say one more thing that George like, I'm gonna just vomit. So anyway, that's my thoughts so far. I do love George though. I love George. He's sweet. He's thoughtful. He is caring. He is proactive and just a kind main character. So I do love George, and there was a little stuff. They have good banter together. They have good chemistry, and it's obvious that George has found himself, I think, in love with her, but don't want to cross lines because they are best friends. His grandma has become like her grandma. Her mom has become like his mom. So it's a lot going on. But yeah, so far that's what's bothering me. I'm like, good gracious, you're 30 years old. How are you? Why is this still your thing? Granted, when you get older and of course your friendships and relationships evolved as you grow older. And sometimes with life, things kind of, you can't be together every day. You can't sit up here and watch Little Women all the time. Like, you're not 20. I could even see that at 20, right? 19, 20. Even at 25, but you're 30. Mm, yeah, that's kind of bothering me a little bit. But anyway, I digress. Still really good book. Still really good. I am enjoying my time in it. It's just those two things just bother me. But I do like that she cares about George. She is like, you know, they die hard for each other, and I get it. They've been friends since they were 8. I get that. I understand it. I've never lived that. I don't think I am friends with anyone that I was in elementary school with, nor in high school with. I'm not. So it's just life. No harm, no foul. It's just life. Anywho, all right. So I'm going to Vera Bradley later, and right now I'm just gonna sit on this porch. It is cool. It is nice, and I'm gonna sit out here and read for a little bit, and that's about it. And then tomorrow we leave. We leave to go to the airport, and no, actually we leave to go to Charlotte, and then Sunday we get on the plane and head out. So I'm very happy about that. Alrighty, my bro, I'm telling you, I love my brother's neighborhood. I really do. It's super calm. Even though a lot of people are out with their go karts, and like the kids ride these little motor bike and what's the little thing? Scooters. So a lot of go karts going on, but it's a big place. Yeah, these electric scooters and bicycles, which I love that. They're outside. I love that. All right, BRB. Guys, we have made it to Charlotte. We're in Charlotte. Um, we just checked in maybe 10, 15 minutes ago. And yeah, we did that and I'm tired. I'm tired, I'm hungry. Um, and I really just want to go to sleep. But we are here and we our flight leaves in the morning. So we have to get up really early to catch our flight. Um, so yeah, and then I had some issues with doing pre-check-in, and it's not letting me check in. Um, so I'm not sure. So I got to get there a little early so I can figure out what's going on. And yeah, I called American Airlines, and the person that was helping me had no idea what to do. And then I got hung up on. So yeah, that was fun times. But yeah, the hotel is really nice. Um, it's like a, I don't even know. It's the Hilton, and it's really cute. It's really nice. I like it. But me and mom are here, and my brother and his family is in the other. They're right next door. So that's where we are. Book update. I finished our par- our uh, our Promise Storm. Is that what it's called? Look, I'm like forgetting what it's called now. Carly Fortune's new book. But I finished on our way here, and I have thoughts. Our Perfect Storm. That's what it's called. What in the world? What? Where did I get that from? Our Perfect Storm. Carly Fortune. Y'all. Oh, where do I begin? That book was super good. It was really good. I think the last uh, summary update that I gave y'all, I was fussing because Frankie was being a little immature. Well, they're so cute. They are so cute. George, I love. She wrote that so good. And then towards the end, Frankie, she's still a little childish. However, it got better. She had some revelation about some things, got some insight, and yeah, and to tell you the truth was told, and her assumptions were false, but it was really good. I loved the way that they came together, and it was just it was really nice. She wrote that book really good. I loved that she showed the sensitivity part of George, but yet his vulnerability, Frankie's vulnerability, where she just was beaten down on herself, and then he kind of helped build her up. But I thought it was really good, and I loved the ending. Loved towards the middle. It was good. I gave it 4.75. Only reason why I didn't give it 5 stars because Frankie was childish at the beginning, all the way through until a good 60% of the book, and that's the only reason why I knocked it down to 4.75. I do recommend it. It's a really good. You want a sweet romance, and then the way that she described the place they were in, Tofino, somewhere in Canada. A lot of this was Canada, and the way that the just the scene was set was really pretty. Loved it. So I do recommend. Now I don't know what I'm gonna read next. So while I was getting my stuff together, I decided because my bag that I'm taking on the plane was starting to feel a little heavy and tight. And I went and got a new bag yesterday. And the one that I was going to get, they didn't have it in the pattern that I wanted. And then I was looking at a bigger size. It was like an extra large. And I'm like, ah. I didn't know if I really wanted to spend that much money. And it's not something I would use all the time. But this one I can use. I can switch out my old one with this one, like for my daily stuff. So I end up getting another. I got this one. I think I showed it to you. Super cute. But it was getting heavy, and so I decided that since scores is a little over 400 pages, that I was not going to bring score on the trip. I know. So this is what I got. I did get Sundown Girls by Ella Stratton. We have that. And then we have The Redo List by Denise Williams. Redo List is getting read this month. Sundown is too. And then on my Kindle, I have Ask Andrea. And I also have that, it's another book, something about paradise. What kind of paradise? So I have Ask Andrea, What Kind of Paradise? I do have The Escape Game, and I have When the Moon Hatched. And I've got Big Girl Bliss. So we have options. We have options on the Kindle. Score is not on Kindle Unlimited. I wish it was, because then I could start Score. But anyway, so this is what we got. So what do you think we should read next? I'm gonna start Ask Andrea on the plane. I do know that. I'm going to start that on a plane. I think because this is a little shorter and I just finished reading a romance book, I don't think I want romance. I don't think I want romance. I think I'm going to go with Sundown Girl and maybe redo list sometime right after I finish this. But Ask Andrea is short, but I think I can probably finish that on the plane because I think our flight is 3.5 hours, something like that. 3.5, maybe 4. But we're gonna be at the airport early. But I know I ain't gonna read that early in the morning. So I think that's where we're going. We're going to Sundown Girls. This is a YA. It's not fantasy, but kind of fantasy. Let me see what it's labeled as. I think it can be considered fantasy. I think because she's going to this town, and I think she's got some kind of powers or something. I don't know. I'll give you a good, a good synopsis when we start. But I think that's where we're going. We're going here, and then Ask Andrea here. All right. I need to eat. I'm hungry and thirsty, and I want to lay down. So I'll check in with y'all a little bit later.